In this fascinating video, we will tell you about 10 common mistakes that many people make when using lemons. Lemons are known for their many health benefits, but using them incorrectly can greatly reduce their effectiveness and benefits. We're sure you're making at least 5 of these mistakes, and if you correct them, you'll be able to make the most of this amazing fruit. Watch until the very end. The final reveal will amaze you. This video will be extremely informative and helpful. So, if you want to become a master of your health, click like, and let's get started. Mistake 1. Juicing cold lemons. Lemons that have just been taken out of the refrigerator are harder to squeeze, and you will get less juice. Juice from cold lemons may also be less flavorful and full-bodied. This is because low temperatures make citrus fruits more dense, reducing the flexibility of the cell walls inside the fruit. As a result, when squeezing a cold lemon, the cells of the juice do not break down as easily, resulting in less juice yield and less intense flavor. Research shows that the temperature of the fruit directly affects the quantity and quality of juice produced. According to data published in the Journal of Food Science and Technology, lemons stored at room temperature produce 30% more juice compared to those juiced immediately after refrigeration. In addition, heat helps activate the flavor compounds in the lemons, making the juice more intense and flavorful. For maximum juice yield and rich flavor, it is recommended to let the lemons warm to room temperature before squeezing. A simple way to speed up this process is to roll the lemon across the table, pressing it lightly with the palm of your hand. This helps soften the fruit by breaking down the inner cells and makes it easier to squeeze out the juice. Another effective method is to place the lemon in warm water for a few minutes before squeezing. This will warm the fruit and make it more pliable. In a study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry, it was shown that lemons heated in this way yield 20% more juice than cold lemons. Thus, to get the most benefit and flavor out of lemons, it's important not to ignore their temperature. Spending just a few minutes to prepare lemons will give you more juice, rich in vitamins and flavors, which will make your dishes and drinks even more delicious and healthy. Mistake 2. Improper storage of lemons. Leaving lemons at room temperature can cause them to dry out and lose their juiciness. Lemons, like other citrus fruits, have natural properties that allow them to retain their freshness, but when stored improperly, they lose moisture quickly, becoming dry and less juicy. When lemons are stored at room temperature, especially in a dry or warm room, they gradually lose moisture through their porous peel, causing them to lose their juiciness and firmness. Research shows that lemons left on a kitchen countertop at around 20 degrees, 68 degrees, begin to lose their moisture in as little as a week. In a study published in Post-Harvest Biology and Technology, it was shown that lemons stored at room temperature lose up to 30% of their moisture in 2 weeks. This causes the fruit to become soft, lose its texture and flavor, and its juice becomes less rich and flavorful. To avoid this, and keep lemons fresh and juicy for as long as possible, it is recommended to store them in the refrigerator. At around 4 degrees, 39 degrees, lemons can stay fresh for up to 4 weeks. A study in the Journal of Food Science found that lemons stored in the refrigerator retain their moisture and juiciness 50% longer than those stored at room temperature. This is due to the slower evaporation of moisture and the preservation of the integrity of the fruit's cellular structures. Another effective way to prolong the freshness of lemons is to store them in an airtight container or in a plastic bag with ventilation holes. This creates optimal conditions for retaining moisture inside the fruit, preventing it from drying out. A study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry noted that lemons stored under these conditions retain their freshness and juiciness for up to 6 weeks. Thus, storing lemons properly is a simple but important step to keeping them fresh and juicy for longer. Storing lemons in the refrigerator or in an airtight container will help you preserve their flavor, aroma, and nutritional properties, making them ready to use at any time. Mistake 3. Using bottled lemon juice instead of fresh. Bottled lemon juice often contains preservatives and does not have as much flavor and health benefits as fresh juice. This not only reduces the quality of your food and drinks, but also decreases their nutritional value. Freshly squeezed lemon juice is a veritable treasure trove of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that boost immunity, support healthy skin, and improve digestion. Research shows that the process of manufacturing and storing bottled lemon juice destroys or significantly reduces many of these valuable components. A study published in the Journal of Food Science found that vitamin C levels in bottled lemon juice can be 50 to 60% lower than in freshly squeezed juice. Vitamin C is a powerful antioxidant that supports the immune system, promotes wound healing, and helps the body fight free radicals. Losing so much of this vitamin makes lemon juice from the bottle much less useful. In addition, to extend the shelf life of bottled lemon juice, manufacturers often add preservatives such as sulfites or sodium benzoate. These substances help prevent the growth of bacteria and mold, but can also cause allergic reactions or other side effects in sensitive people. A study published in the Journal of Allergy and Clinical Immunology noted that sulfites can cause asthma attacks and other allergic reactions in people sensitive to these compounds. In addition to the loss of nutrients and added preservatives, bottled lemon juice is often heat-treated, which also reduces its flavor and aroma. Thermal pasteurization, which is used to kill microbes and increase shelf life, can destroy the delicate flavor compounds that give fresh lemon juice its bright and refreshing taste. In a study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry, it was shown that heat treatment of lemon juice can significantly reduce the volatile compounds responsible for its flavor, making the juice less rich and palatable. Thus, opting for fresh lemon juice is not just a matter of taste, but also a concern for your health. Freshly squeezed juice retains all its beneficial properties, richness of vitamins and minerals, and also gives your dishes and drinks a unique flavor and freshness. If you want your dishes and drinks to be not only tasty but also as healthy as possible, fresh lemon juice is the best choice. Mistake 4. Failing to consider lemon interactions with certain medications. Lemon and its juice, despite all its beneficial properties, can interact with some medications, which can alter their effectiveness or cause unwanted side effects. This is especially important to consider if you take medications on a regular basis, as combining lemon with certain medications can lead to unpredictable consequences. One of the most well-known examples of interactions is the ability of citric acid to affect the absorption of certain antibiotics. Specifically, citric acid can bind to calcium, magnesium, and iron ions in the stomach, forming insoluble compounds. This reduces the bioavailability of antibiotics, such as tetracyclines and fluoroquinolones, making them less effective. A study published in Clinical Pharmacokinetics found that taking acidic foods, such as lemon juice, along with these antibiotics can reduce their effectiveness by 30 to 50%. In addition, lemon juice may reduce the effectiveness of antacids, drugs used to neutralize stomach acid in the treatment of heartburn and peptic ulcers. Antacids work by raising the pH in the stomach, but citric acid, on the other hand, can lower the pH, making antacids less effective. A study published in the American Journal of Gastroenterology notes that drinking lemon juice along with antacids may cause heartburn symptoms to return and reduce the effectiveness of treatment. Lemon may also interact with certain medications that affect blood sugar levels. For example, taking lemon or lemon juice at the same time as blood sugar-lowering medications such as metformin can lead to hypoglycemia, excessive lowering of sugar levels. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that lemon and other citrus fruits can increase the effect of hypoglycemic drugs, which requires special caution when taking them together. It is equally important to consider the possible interaction of lemon with anticoagulants, blood thinners, Lemon contains vitamin K, which plays a key role in the blood clotting process. Excessive consumption of lemon or lemon juice can alter vitamin K levels in the body, which can affect the effectiveness of anticoagulants such as warfarin. A study published in the Journal of Thrombosis and Hemostasis emphasized the need to monitor vitamin K levels in patients taking anticoagulants, especially when changing diet or consuming foods rich in vitamin K. Thus, if you are regularly taking any medications, it is important to consult your doctor or pharmacist about possible interactions with lemon or lemon-based products. An informed approach to diet and medication will help you avoid unwanted side effects and maximize the effectiveness of your therapy. Lemon, being a useful product, requires judicious use so as not to harm your health. Mistake 5. Leaving the seeds in dishes and drinks. If you don't remove lemon seeds, they can add bitterness and ruin the texture of the dish or drink. Lemon seeds, despite their small size, can significantly affect the flavor and overall impression of your culinary masterpiece. Unlike the pulp and juice, lemon seeds contain a higher concentration of bitter compounds, such as limonene, which can impart an unwanted bitterness to your dish. Research shows that limonene and its derivatives present in lemon seeds are released when they are broken down when the seeds are crushed or crushed. A study published in the Journal of Food Science found that even a small amount of lemon seeds left in a juice or beverage can significantly increase levels of bitter compounds, which spoils flavor and reduces appetite. In addition, lemon seeds can compromise the texture of a dish, especially when it comes to creamy or smooth foods, such as sauces, smoothies, or desserts. The presence of hard seeds can lead to an unpleasant sensation on the teeth or in the mouth, especially if they happen to go unnoticed. The study, published in the Journal of Sensory Studies, notes that textural abnormalities, such as unexpected hard particles in soft foods, can significantly reduce the perception of food enjoyment. In addition to bitterness and unpleasant texture, lemon seeds can also lead to more serious trouble. Seeds that enter the esophagus or between the teeth can cause mechanical irritation or even microtrauma, especially in people with sensitive gums or dental problems. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Dentistry found that seeds left in dishes can damage tooth enamel when accidentally bitten, leading to increased tooth sensitivity and discomfort. To avoid all this trouble, it is recommended that you carefully remove the seeds from a lemon before using its juice or pulp in dishes and drinks. One way to effectively remove the seeds is to use a fine sieve when juicing or a special lemon squeezer with a built-in filter. If you are adding lemon slices to drinks or salads, remove any visible seeds beforehand so they don't ruin the flavor and texture of the dish. Thus, neglecting a simple step like removing the lemon seeds can significantly reduce the quality of your food and drinks. To avoid bitterness, unwanted texture, and other possible troubles, always pay attention to this important aspect of cooking. As a great ingredient, lemon can enhance the flavor of any dish, but only when handled properly. Mistake 6. Overheating lemon juice when cooking. When adding lemon juice to hot dishes or sauces, it is important to remember that overheating can destroy vitamin C and make the juice bitter. Lemon juice is not only a bright and refreshing flavor, but also a source of vital vitamin C, which supports the immune system, promotes wound healing, and protects the body from free radicals. However, like many other temperature-sensitive vitamins, vitamin C, ascorbic acid, is easily destroyed by heat. Studies show that vitamin C begins to decompose at temperatures above 70 degrees, 158 degrees. A study published in the Journal of Food Science found that at 100 degrees to 12 degrees, the vitamin C content of lemon juice can decrease by more than 50% in just a few minutes. This means that if lemon juice is added at the beginning of cooking or subjected to prolonged heating, much of this important vitamin will be lost, depriving the dish of a key nutrient. In addition, overheating lemon juice can alter its flavor. At high temperatures, essential oils and other flavor compounds in the juice begin to break down, which can make a dish bitter. A study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that limonene and other bitter compounds found in lemon become more prominent when heated, which can ruin the flavor balance of a dish. As a result, instead of the refreshing and bright flavor that lemon juice usually adds to dishes, you may end up with a bitter and unpleasant aftertaste. To preserve all the useful properties and flavors of lemon juice, it is recommended to add it at the end of cooking, when the dish has already been removed from the fire. This will avoid the destruction of vitamin C and prevent bitterness. In a study published in Food Chemistry, it was confirmed that adding lemon juice in the last minutes of cooking, or even after taking the dish off the stove, helps preserve up to 90% of the vitamin C and maintain a bright, refreshing flavor. Alternatively, if you need to add acid during cooking, you can use other acids such as vinegar or wine that tolerate heat better and save the lemon juice for the final accent. This approach will balance the flavors and retain all the beneficial properties of the lemon. Thus, overheating lemon juice can negatively affect both the nutritional value and flavor characteristics of your dishes. To preserve the brightness of flavor and all the benefits of vitamin C, add lemon juice at the end of cooking or just before serving. This simple but important step will help you create delicious and nutritious dishes that will delight both you and your loved ones. Mistake 7. Using only the juice, without the other parts of the lemon. Many people forget that besides the juice, you can also use other parts of the lemon, such as the zest, pulp, or leaves, which add extra flavor and aroma. Lemon is not just a source of sour juice. It is a veritable treasure trove of nutrients and flavors found in every part of it. When we only use the juice, we miss the opportunity to add a rich array of flavors and nutrients to our dishes. Lemon zest, which is the outer bright yellow layer of the rind, contains a high concentration of essential oils and antioxidants. These oils give the zest a unique flavor that enhances the taste of any dish, from baked goods to sauces and marinades. Studies show that lemon zest contains 5 to 10 times more vitamin C than juice, as well as a rich complex of flavonoids that have powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. A study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that lemon zest helps lower cholesterol and protects the body from oxidative stress. In addition, the lemon pulp under the peel is an excellent source of dietary fiber and other beneficial compounds. Dietary fibers, such as pectin, which are found in the pulp, help normalize digestion and maintain healthy blood sugar levels. In a study published in the Journal of Nutrition, it was shown that regular consumption of pectin can help reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease by improving blood lipid profiles. Lemon leaves, although not often used in cooking, also have valuable properties. In Mediterranean countries and the Middle East, lemon leaves are traditionally added to dishes to give them a subtle citrus flavor. Lemon leaves contain flavonoids and essential oils that have anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties. In a study published in Phytotherapy Research, it was shown that lemon leaf extracts can have a positive effect on the immune system and help fight infections. Given all of these properties, using only lemon juice is a missed opportunity to add depth of flavor and health benefits to your dishes. Instead, try to use the whole lemon, zest, pulp, and even the leaves to bring out the full potential of this amazing fruit. The zest can be grated and added to baked goods, sauces, marinades, and salads to enhance the flavor and enrich the taste. The pulp can be used in smoothies or added to dishes to increase fiber and add texture. Lemon leaves can be used to flavor tea or as a seasoning for meat and fish dishes. So, by using the whole lemon, you will not only add a variety of flavors, but also make your dishes healthier and more nutritious. Making full use of lemon is a step towards a more sustainable and conscious approach to eating, making the most of every ingredient. Mistake 8. Do not use lemons when they become soft or blackened. Even if lemons have become soft or blemished, they can be used in cooking, for example, to make marinades or jams, so that you do not throw the product away for nothing. Lemons, like many other fruits, often go through stages where they look less appetizing, but that doesn't mean they lose their health benefits. In fact, even slightly overripe lemons remain rich in vitamin C, antioxidants, and other valuable components that can be successfully used in cooking. When lemons become soft or dark spots appear on their peel, it is usually the result of the natural aging process, not spoilage. Such lemons may lose some of their firmness and freshness, but their juice and pulp still retain most of their nutrients. A study published in the Journal of Food Composition and Analysis confirms that vitamin C levels in lemons remain stable even when the fruit begins to age, meaning that such lemons can still serve as an excellent source of this important vitamin. Soft or blackened lemons can be ideal for use in recipes that require heat treatment. For example, when making marinades, lemon juice can help soften meat and give it a rich flavor. In a study published in the Journal of Food Science, the citric acid in lemon juice was shown to help break down protein bonds in meat, making it softer and juicier. This property is especially useful when cooking chicken, fish, or beef. Also, such lemons are ideal for jams, confitures, or lemon syrup. When heated, the pulp and juice of soft lemons release aromatic compounds that give dishes a deep and rich flavor. A study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that soft lemons release more essential oils and volatile compounds when cooked, which enhances the flavor of the jam or syrup. Such products can be not only a tasty addition to tea or baked goods, but also a source of antioxidants that persist even after heat treatment. If the lemon has become soft, its rind can still be used to make candied fruit or as a flavoring for baked goods. Even if the peel has darkened, it retains its aromatic oils, which give a delicious flavor and aroma to desserts and sauces. Additionally, the blackened rinds can be used to flavor sugar or salt, creating unique flavor combinations for your kitchen. So, instead of throwing away slightly overripe lemons, give them new life in your culinary experiments. Using these lemons is not only a way to avoid food waste, but also an opportunity to add a variety of flavors to your dishes. Overripe lemons can turn into a real culinary masterpiece if you utilize their natural properties properly. Mistake 9. Excessive lemon juice consumption leading to erosion of tooth enamel. Highly acidic lemon juice can be great for boosting immunity and improving digestion, but frequent or prolonged exposure to it can be harmful to your teeth. The acid in lemons can erode the mineral layer of tooth enamel, making teeth more vulnerable to damage and increasing sensitivity. Enamel is the hardest material in our body, protecting our teeth from mechanical and chemical attacks. However, it is not invulnerable. According to a study published in the Journal of Dentistry, exposure to acids such as citric acid can cause enamel to gradually thin and increase its porosity. This means that regular consumption of lemon juice, especially without proper protection, can lead to enamel erosion, which in turn increases the risk of tooth decay, sensitivity, and other dental problems. In a study in the British Dental Journal, scientists found that people who regularly consume highly acidic beverages, such as lemon juice, without taking preventative measures, are more susceptible to developing tooth enamel erosion. This process may begin imperceptibly, but over time can lead to significant changes in the structure of the teeth, making them more susceptible to tooth decay and increased sensitivity to hot or cold foods. To minimize the negative effects of lemon juice on your teeth, dentists recommend drinking beverages with lemon through a straw. This reduces the acid's contact with the surface of the teeth, sending the liquid straight down the throat. In a study published in the Journal of Oral Rehabilitation, it was shown that using a straw significantly reduces the acid load on the front teeth, which helps prevent enamel erosion. It is also a good idea to rinse your mouth with water immediately after drinking lemon juice. The water helps neutralize the acid and washes away its residue from the surface of the teeth, reducing the risk of enamel breakdown. It is also important to wait at least 30 minutes after consuming acidic foods before brushing your teeth, as the acidic environment temporarily softens the enamel and it can be damaged during brushing. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Periodontology confirmed that brushing immediately after consuming acidic beverages can aggravate erosion. Thus, lemon juice can be a healthy part of your diet, but it's important to be mindful of its potential risks to dental health. Using a straw and rinsing your mouth after drinking lemon juice can help keep your smile healthy and protect your tooth enamel from the damaging effects of acid. These simple steps will allow you to enjoy all the benefits of lemon juice without compromising your dental health. Mistake 10. Leaving sliced lemons outdoors. Lemons oxidize quickly and lose their health benefits and freshness if left outdoors. This oxidation process begins almost immediately after the lemon has been sliced and can lead to a significant reduction in the vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that make lemons so valuable for health. Vitamin C, which is a key component of lemons, is particularly sensitive to oxygen. According to a study published in the Journal of Food Science and Technology, up to 30% of the vitamin C in a lemon can be lost just hours after slicing if the fruit is left outdoors. This is because vitamin C, a strong antioxidant, oxidizes quickly when exposed to air, losing its effectiveness and benefits to the body. Not only is oxidized vitamin C less effective, but it cannot fulfill its role in protecting cells from free radical damage. In addition, oxidation affects not only the vitamin content, but also the flavor and texture of the lemon. Sliced lemons left outdoors lose their juiciness and become dry and less flavorful. A study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry noted that the essential oils in lemon zest are also susceptible to oxidation, resulting in the loss of the fresh and bright flavor that is so prized in cooking. To preserve the freshness and all the beneficial properties of lemon, it is important to properly store the sliced fruit. Storage in the refrigerator slows down the oxidation process and allows you to preserve vitamins and aromatic compounds. Lemons should be wrapped in food wrap or placed in an airtight container to minimize contact with air and prevent moisture evaporation. A study published in Post-Harvest Biology and Technology found that lemons stored in airtight containers at low temperatures retain their nutritional properties and freshness for up to 3 to 4 days, while lemons left outdoors begin to lose quality after just a few hours. Another effective way to preserve sliced lemons is to use acidic media such as lemon juice or vinegar, which helps slow oxidation. Dipping lemon slices in a small amount of lemon juice before storing them in the refrigerator can help keep their bright color and fresh flavor for a longer period of time. So, to keep your sliced lemons fresh and healthy for as long as possible, you should take precautions and store them properly. Wrapping them in food wrap, using airtight containers, and storing them in the refrigerator will help you preserve the vitamins, flavor, and texture of your lemons, making them ready to eat at any time. These simple but important steps will allow you to enjoy all the benefits of lemons without losing their quality. What do you think about this? Do you agree with these statements? If there are any questions, ask them in the comments. More information on this topic can be found at the links in the description below this video and on our channel.
Subscribe and hit the bell for all notifications. Please like and share this video with your friends. Thanks to our sponsors for their support. I eagerly await your comments and encourage you to watch these useful videos.